So this is just a quick overview of what the room looks like. We'll start on this side. We have our character crate, our emergency stuff, accessible iPads. This is supposed to be a fish tank for calming corner, but we haven't used that yet. This is our back whiteboard. These are our 4 student chairs. We have this for other materials. We have this is our little library. Most of the books are lower than grade level, but that's just what we have in here. We have our phone things. We have our main whiteboard where this is where we display things, our overhead projector. And yeah, this is just a quick little overview of the room with no students. And yeah, this way. Okay. Ready? Okay. You guys ready? Yeah, good. Okay, so we're gonna start with the do now. Okay, you guys have it in front of you. What's in front of you? Sit down. You guys are gonna have 3 minutes. Okay. Do you want me to read the directions? Okay. So the year is 1783. You have recently helped your fellow patriots overthrow decades of oppressive British rule. However, it's easier to destroy an old system of government than to create a new one. In a world of kings and tyrants, your new country struggles to find peace. Okay? You're gonna have 3 minutes. Brainstorm. Go ahead. It's okay if you guys don't remember. Just try your best. We're gonna go over it. What does a government, like, what are good things or bad things? Like, good things that a government needs to run. The first question is asking what does a government need in order to run and be successful? So what are some things that they need to be successful? A government. You guys want to go over it together? Yes. Okay. So what does a government need in order to run and be successful? List as many things as you can. What can we think of?
Good ideas that will benefit.
Of what?
We need to have good ideas that benefit ideas.
Okay, so let's write that as benefits both parties. Okay. So whatever I'm writing down, if you guys don't have it on your paper, write it. What else? Let's try 2 more things. does our government have right now? That's good. Who are the people that are supposed to protect us? Uh-huh. Okay, what are the authorities called?
What do you call it?
Yeah.
Police.
Police is one.
Military.
Okay, let's stick to police. What else? One more. Someone other than Alexis.
Paramedics.
Okay, we're in the same range here. What else? Well, we can use firefighters and paramedics, and we'll put public service, right? Because that's what they are. One more. It's easy. What? Okay, maybe not easy, but it's something that if you're gonna go to the store and you want to get something, what do you need?
Money.
Money is a big one. We'll keep it there. Money. Okay, go ahead. Write that down. Next one. What changes do you think the colonists want to make now that they can rule themselves? Think about the things they disliked. So what are some things that we want in our government? What are some things that we have now that they didn't have then? Freedom. What else? Going along with freedom.
Liberty.
Huh?
Liberty.
Okay, but what does freedom mean? Freedom in what? Freedom to have what?
Freedom,
Rights. This side is going hard over here. What do you got you two over there? What are some things that we have? So we have an election coming up, right? Do you guys know what an election is? We elect a new president, right? With electing a new president, we also elect what? Well, okay, yes, but like there's certain things. They start with an L. I want to hear from the side. Yeah, there's certain things that we vote towards. We vote yes or no on whether maybe you guys don't vote, but we vote on what? Starts with an L. You can think of it? Try. Starts with an L. It's a 4-letter word. It's a 3-letter word. Huh? It could be fair or unfair. It's a what?
Yeah, we need a hint.
Okay, there's 10 of them. The first 10, it's part of the Bill of Rights. What are they?
This? Wait, no.
Kind of, it's a list, sure. A list of what? We're gonna play a hangman game. We'll see. Of what? It could be
neither.
Oh, law.
laws.
Oh, wait. How's that funny? Oh,
Laws. Laws.
Oh.
And they could be what? I said, what's the word I just said? They could be
Fair or unfair.
fair or unfair. So, something that, what changes do you think the colonists want to make? They want fair laws, right? They don't want unfair laws? All right, last one. How can the new nation avoid a return to tyranny? Do we know what tyranny is? It's when there's a ruler, right? It's when a king. Okay, so how can the government avoid a return of a tyranny? What can they do? They can protect what? Maybe protect, but protect what?
Castle.
Protect individual. What are you gonna say? Protect individuals what? What do you have as a person?
Rights.
Rights. We're gonna protect individual rights. Alright. Go ahead, write that down. And then we're gonna go over to the next page.
Mr. Blue, we turn back. Like, humanity can avoid tyranny.
By protecting individual rights. You got it down? Okay. We'll go to the next page. And you wanna hand me that eraser? Actually.
Hello.
Okay. For this section, we're gonna read together, okay? I'm gonna read the first section, and then you guys are gonna read in pairs, and then you're gonna read individually, okay? It's okay, and we're gonna annotate as we go. The first part is meant for me to do it with you guys, so don't get scared, okay? The second, we're gonna do it in pairs, and then I'll help you guys. And the third one, we're gonna do it individually.
Yeah.
Okay? We good? Don't be scared. We're good. Okay, ready? We're gonna annotate as we go. Whatever I do on the board, you guys do. But we're following along. Okay? So we're gonna start. Ready? Articles of Confederation. Before we dive into the Articles of Confederation, first we should understand what was going on that led to it. During the Revolutionary War, which lasted from 1775 to 1783, the Continental Congress, which is what, Cindy? What's the Continental Congress? Let's have it. It's on your paper. What's the Continental Congress?
Oh, this one.
Yep.
Representatives from each state meet together to create a national government.
Okay. So the Continental Congress was trying to figure out a way to establish a national government. Okay. We're gonna highlight national government here. And we're gonna make a little arrow. And because I'm short, I probably shouldn't have done that. But a national government is essentially a government for the whole nation. Okay? So we're gonna make that little annotation. Keep going. One thing they wanted to avoid was having a national government that was too strong or controlling, right? They wanted the opposite of the way that the king treated them. So the king treated them unfairly and negatively, right? They wanted a government that was they wanted to avoid having a national government that was too strong or controlling, okay? That was why we were fighting against England in the first place. Right? Okay, so try to think of the Article of Confederations in this way. Articles is a set of written rules, right? And Confederation is an alliance of groups. Okay? So therefore, the Articles of Confederation were a set of rules that were all let's restart that. Therefore, the Articles of Confederation were a set of written rules that all of the states agreed on. Okay, the key word is all. Who agreed on the Articles of Confederation? All what? Mabel, all what? All of the written rules. The Articles of Confederation were a set of written rules that all the what? Right here. Therefore, the Articles of Confederation were a set of written rules that all the who agreed on. All the states agreed on. Okay? Go ahead and let's highlight that. So the Articles of Confederation were a set of written rules that all the states agreed on. Keyword all. Okay? It took almost 4 years from when the Continental Congress passed the Articles of Confederation in 1777 to 1781, when Maryland became the 13th state to accept the Articles. Okay? A major issue was figuring out how many votes each state should get in the Congress. So go ahead and highlight that. Okay. Okay. Should every state get one vote in Congress, or should it be based on population? Okay, that's what the first question is gonna end up being. This is our first major weakness. Okay, we're looking for the weaknesses. Actually, let's go back. I forgot to even tell you what we were doing. We're gonna describe the 3 weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation. Okay? So the whole point of reading this is to find the 3 weaknesses of why the Article of Confederation was weak. Does that make sense? So this first one is how many votes should each state get in Congress? Okay, so the question we're writing here is should every state only get 1 vote in Congress, or should it be based on population? That's our question. So let's go ahead and write that. Okay, let's finish this little section off so we can start the graphic organizer. Okay. If it were based on population, then would states with the smaller populations feel inferior to states with larger populations in Congress? So that question is basically saying, with the smaller states, so population is what, right? What is it? Say that again. The number of people in the states. So the question is saying, should smaller states who have less people, are they going to feel basically less than states with more people? Okay, that's the question. How would states with larger populations feel about states with smaller populations having the same voting power as them? So, if every state gets 1 vote in Congress, the states aren't equal, right? If the smaller states and the larger states, are the larger states going to feel different about the way the small states have the same amount of votes, even though they have more people than the small states? Does that make sense? Sort of, kind of? Okay. These questions came down to one thing, which is what? What's the word when, well, it's on the board, but also it's on your paper. But what's the word when one person doesn't like one thing one way, but the other person wants it the other way? Is it, Cindy said it earlier.
Said it?
Yeah. It's on your paper. We're following along, you should know what word it is. These questions come down to one thing. Here. These questions come down to one thing.
I was gonna say that, but
What is it?
Fairness.
Fairness, right? That's when one person
I was gonna say
wants something and then the other person doesn't want something, and you guys have to find a way to be fair, right, with each other. Okay. That was the first weakness. So we're gonna go over to the graphic organizer. So we're gonna skip over to this graphic organizer, and we're gonna start with weakness 1. Okay? Weakness 1, we already said was what? What's weakness 1? It's up there. It's on the graphic organizer. What is it? Say it louder. Votes in Congress. Okay. So describe the weakness based on the reading. So, wow, that's really high up there. No, we're gonna present this as weakness 1. Okay, so I can write it down here. Okay, so based on the reading, what was the weakness? We said votes in Congress, but what is it? What does that mean? We wrote it. What did we annotate?
Should every state only get one vote in Congress, or should it be based on population?
Okay, so the states would argue over what? What did you just say, Cindy? Argue over.
The population, like if they should get one vote, or should it be based on the population?
Okay, so the states would argue over whether they should both get one vote. Or whether it should be based on population. Okay, why is that considered a weakness? Let's finish this. Why was this a weakness?
Because it was unfair.
Yeah, that was considered unfair. And what else? It was considered unfair. And
Because it would the states feel less.
because it would make them feel less than. But what is, if one person feels less than, what are they gonna end up doing?
Argue.
And it was considered unfair, and let's put cause an argument. Okay, and how can we illustrate that? How can we draw a picture? So it's gonna be large states,
One people argue.
okay, versus small states. And then you said what, Cindy?
It could be like them arguing over like the votes of the population.
Okay, so let's draw some little stick figures, maybe. And because we don't have so much time, we're gonna stick to 4 little people, and then 2 people on the side. Okay, and then we're gonna do, I'm arguing, so we're gonna make a little text box. Sure, and pretend like there's words coming out of there. Right? So, is it fair? Is what we're trying to figure out. Okay?
It's not fair.
I mean, it's not fair, right? That's the point. Okay. Now, we're gonna do the pair share. Okay? So, start reading. Oh, which one? Just start reading with each other. The next section, just this little section. So you're gonna start where number 2 is. So fairness wasn't just about votes. Okay? Both of you start reading. Okay. Fairness wasn't just about votes. Erase that and this is cause an argument. Just start reading out loud. Just start reading out loud.
Isn't just about just the votes. It's about the